We all love using wood in our homes and offices in different ways, simply because it's so warm, elegant and beautiful. But due to rampant illegal logging, tropical forests are disappearing and wood is becoming increasingly expensive and of unsure quality. Canadian wood from sustainably managed forests of British Columbia, Canada is the perfect, environment-friendly choice of wood for various applications, be it doors and windows, furniture, interior design, outdoor structures, or even prefabricated homes. We invited architecture students from 3 premier architecture colleges in Mumbai, Rachna Sansad, LS Raheja, and Pearl Academy, to participate in Wood is Good 2016, an independent furniture design competition led by Canadian Wood in association with FO8. The teams are provided with Western hemlock lumber, which comes in standardized grades and sizes, to create a uniquely designed furniture piece. The teams are guided and mentored by none other than Kamal and Arjun Malik of Malik Architecture, one of India's best architects and innovators. So, let's meet the 3 teams.
And what we are planning to come up with is something that is just not a piece of furniture, but something that can be installed separately as an object, or something that can collectively be put up in one part of the room. So what we are trying to come up is the material has to be something linear, something that can be experimented with as in form, and something that is easy to deal with.
Based on the properties of the wood, we've come up with a design that combines practicality, beauty and private spaces. So our concept development came after looking at the properties of the wood, and since wood is a natural product, we've taken our concept also from nature, which is xylem and phloem, which are natural stem cells.
Hi. So we are taking part in Wood is Good furniture design competition, and we get the wood which is the Western hemlock, which is quite good in good looking furniture.
Each team has been provided with 10 cubic feet of sawn Western hemlock lumber, ideal for making solid wooden furniture.
We are very excited with our concepts and design which we are working on, and the wood seems to be very fine and neat with less knots. It's sanded well, as well as we are trying to gain more formation with the wood.
When you just have a look through the wood, you can see beautiful knots and grains on those, like clear you can say a yellow or a white clear wood. You won't find much complex designs or much complex grains in it. So when you just sand it and polish it, you'll get a good finish out of it, which adds beauty to your product or your furniture. So we are also including those grains, and we are also using those grains to add beauty to our product, and it could help us or our product to grow more.
So the wood that we have got is Western hemlock. It has got a really good finish which can be used to make beautiful furnitures. Then the second point is we experimented on the wood. We tried burning it, we tried to put it in different conditions, like we kept a cup of hot coffee on it to see whether it gets stained or not. We tried cutting it, hammering it. So by that we understood that the wood is really good to make furnitures.
The teams are experimenting with the material and coming up with a plan to create something exciting for the jury.
Students are learning at different levels, some at undergrad, some at postgrad. FO8 has come up with an excellent opportunity for us to take part in this event, and very graciously provided us the raw material and given us a chance to come up with an exciting furniture object. We have some good material, which is very workable wood. It's, I think it's been sponsored by Canadian Wood, and it's a nice wood. I've had a look at it. It's very workable. A lot of conceptualization work has gone in, and we are now nearing finalization of the design, and we are getting into production.
So, like I said, we had multiple options, but out of which we shortlisted Cube as one of the chosen option, because Cube being a very basic form, I think that is something which is the need of the hour, and we thought that within the basic form we can create a lot of surprise elements. we thought that we can have different surfaces, we can play with the cutouts, voids and surfaces within the cube, so that when you open it, sometimes you can use it for seating, sometimes can be storage, sometimes it could be a light fixture. And we are also working on the comfort part of it, because cube being a very rigid form, we thought that it should not look like it's very basic. So we thought that once you split the cube, it might give a different dimension altogether.
So mainly they have learned the practical aspect more than like they have been doing theoretical majorly in college. So this is what is teaching them the practical aspect of how to build things, what we design. Nice grains, like actually the material can be used as a raw material straight away, like proper, it would actually look like a proper finished material if sanded properly. And also it can be bended, though the material is a bit soft, so that's what helps in bending at some point as well. So that's how the Canadian material is a bit different from the regular wood that we use here.
As far as the faculty is concerned, there are dedicated faculties in both the courses, and we see that our students participate in the competitions wherever they are held, and they are given the financial aids also. Plus our carpentry workshop is very well maintained, and that's how we give them the practical education. It is not a bookish education, and that's the reason why our students do well in the practices.
The students seem very excited about what they are doing, and we want to see what their final products look like. Wow! So much creativity! The pieces all look wonderful, and the jury surely has a task cut out for them.
I think like the material was a great material which was given to them. For me, durability is very, very important, and malleability of the wood, like how much I can carve into it, what are the limitations of it. I think two of them were fairly close. One of them was very good in concept, the other had a usable completed product at the end of it. So I think it was a very close call between the jury, between those two entries.
I think it's pretty good for them to be able to, and I think it's a great opportunity to give to students. And I was having a discussion with a fellow colleague, and so you recognized all three of them, which is again very good, because it will motivate them, and it gives them the courage to keep doing things no matter what. Otherwise, failures do set people back, and I think as students it's great. How the whole sustainability is, and then he explained to me that when a wood is cut, it's very unlike that you go back there for 100 years, and how only 1% of the the only areas marked, which is brilliant. And I think as a country we really need to run. We cannot for the life as we cut a tree the way.
Out here, you have been exposed to 100 industry people or 200 industry people who have come and seen your work and everything. So it's a great idea for them to be made to, given the thing to actually work with. So this time wood was a great tool, a great medium to work in. And I must say the guys who got everybody's attempts were phenomenal, and they've done a good job. I work with pine, I work with spruce, I work with birch. All these woods are my current favorites actually. You see, it is for the first time helping us because we get cut sizes. We also get lumber. We don't necessarily buy a log, we get lumber. For the first time, I also know what is the moisture content of that wood, which normally was not happening when we were working with other woods. So by and large, they are seasoned. They throw the lumber in the market at a rate of about 17-18% or 15% moisture content, and by the time it comes to me for usage at a workshop level, it is less than that. So actually it is helping, yes, of course.